Ranking Member DeLauro, Mr. Chairman, Subcommittee Chairman, is a member of the committee. I rise today to oppose the bill. This was a missed opportunity to have a bipartisan way to address the cost of living crisis, the housing crisis, and programs that help working people live and work in the communities that they were raised in. But instead, we're making it harder for families to buy a home, harder for families to get ahead, and harder for families like the one I represent to thrive. We have already seen this administration fail to treat the housing crisis with the urgency that it requires. In fact, they're only making it worse. One of my constituents, Wendy Alvarez, came to my office when she was told her housing voucher was going to be discontinued. We learned that because of the reckless cuts from the Trump administration. The San Bernardino Housing Authority has to end its emergency housing voucher program because of lack of federal funding. This is not the only example in my community. Leslie Ann Heathcote Malloy owned a home for 20 years, fell on hard times during COVID, and ended up homeless for 6 months in the middle of the pandemic. She learned this week that her housing voucher is going to end, and she's scared at what the future holds or whether she's going to be homeless again. This is a direct result of the cuts of the Trump administration imposing, and this bill does nothing to restore important funding to help people stay in their homes. I know these stories are happening in other communities, and it's our responsibility to fight back. This bill cuts more than $1 billion of affordable housing at a time when families are struggling to pay rent and buy a home. Instead of eliminating funding for the Home Investment Partnership Program, we should be making it easier to build homes, lower costs, and give people more opportunity for affordable housing or rent. I don't think this committee wants to get rid of one of the most effective tools we have to help low-income and working-class families. This committee should be working to make sure that our federal dollars are going to lift up families in the communities they live and work in. And there are a lot of people in my community who want to see the Olympics and the World Cup be successful. There's nothing more patriotic than cheering on our fellow Americans at the World Cup and celebrating the stories of incredible Olympic athletes. We should not be playing politics with something so important. Our number one focus should be showcasing American prosperity and ingenuity. And let's be clear, if we fail to make the necessary transit investments, we're going to make those events less safe. We're going to make our community members who visit those events less safe. These events are going to highlight the best of America, create thousands of jobs, and bring billions of dollars of revenue to our communities. We should do our part so we can make sure that they're successful. We can make improvements to this bill, Mr. Chairman. I know that my colleagues want to join me in offering amendments, and I hope that we can make this a better funding bill. I appreciate the chairman and the ranking member for allowing a fulsome debate on these important issues, and I urge my colleagues to roll up our sleeves and to work in a good faith manner to make this bill better. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.